What if I told you that you are already enough, that the greatness you are searching for, the strength, the brilliance, the courage, it is already inside you, quietly waiting to be unleashed? What if I told you that nobody, absolutely nobody, is better than you? Not the billionaire you admire, not the athlete on the world stage, not the genius you read about. The only difference between them and you is belief. Unshakable, unstoppable, unbreakable belief. The world doesn't hand crowns to the most talented. It doesn't bow to the ones who wish quietly. It bends to the ones who demand it, the ones who walk like they already own the room, who speak like victory is their native language, who act as if their success is inevitable. Because here's the truth you've been waiting to hear. Confidence is not given, it's claimed. And the world will only believe in you to the exact degree that you believe in yourself. You have to move through life like you are a force of nature. Stand tall when the winds howl. Move forward when the path is hidden. Speak, even when your voice trembles, because the act of speaking will make it strong. History remembers those who acted as if they belonged there long before the world agreed. Walt Disney didn't have unanimous applause when he imagined a magic kingdom. Thomas Edison didn't have worldwide support when he vowed to light up the night. Abraham Lincoln didn't rise to leadership because everyone believed in him. He rose because he refused to doubt himself, even when the world laughed. And you carry that same fire. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by decision. By waking up every day and choosing to be the best before anyone else recognizes it, before the evidence appears, before the accolades arrive. You must decide in the quiet of your mind, I am the one. I am the best. I am unstoppable. Because when you decide, the world conspires to catch up to your vision. But if you wait, if you hesitate, if you shrink yourself to fit into the world's expectations, you will watch opportunity slip through your fingers like water. The question is not whether you are good enough. You are. The real question is, are you brave enough to act like it? Confidence is a habit. It's a muscle. It grows only when you exercise it, especially when the weight feels heavy, especially when doubt creeps in, especially when no one is cheering. You must walk into the unknown as if you own the land. You must speak your dreams as if they are already real. Because in the realm of success, the mind leads and reality follows. The world doesn't need another doubter. It doesn't need another cautious dreamer hiding behind excuses. It needs you, fully awakened, fully alive, fully relentless. Look around you. Every skyscraper started as a laughable sketch. Every fortune started as an empty bank account. Every legacy began with a single decision. I am worthy. I will not quit. I will act as if I already am. The greats were not immune to fear. They faced the same doubts that haunt you, the fear of failing, the fear of judgment, the fear of not being enough. But here's what separates them. They moved through fear. They acted despite fear. They understood that fear is a signpost, not a stop sign. You must feel the fear and move anyway. You must feel the doubt and act anyway. You must feel the loneliness and believe anyway. Because the ones who win in life are not the ones who had no fear. They are the ones who refuse to let fear have the final word. You must live your life with the certainty that the world will only recognize your greatness after you do. The mind is a battleground, and the greatest war you will ever fight is the one between belief and doubt. Every day, seeds are planted in your mind. Seeds of greatness and seeds of fear. Which ones will you water? Which ones will you feed? Because whatever you nourish becomes your reality. If you feed the seeds of fear, with doubt, with hesitation, with excuses, your life will mirror that smallness. But if you feed the seeds of belief, with action, with courage, with unwavering faith, your life will expand beyond imagination. This is the law of the mind. This is the secret the greats knew and the masses ignore. Your thoughts are not innocent. They are creators. They are building your future right now, brick by invisible brick. Choose wisely what you believe about yourself, because soon the world will start to believe it too. You must build your vision in the invisible first. You must construct a world inside your mind where you have already won, where the deals are already closed, where the stage is already yours, where the dream is already real. Because reality will not hand you success until you act like success is non-negotiable. You have to become the architect of your destiny, not the tenant of your circumstances. You have to own your mind or someone else will. When Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," he wasn't offering a polite observation. He was giving you the blueprint. The mind precedes the result. Thought precedes achievement. You must act with the posture of a champion before the crowd ever stands to applaud. You must train your spirit to walk boldly into rooms where nobody knows your name yet, and claim space like you were born to fill it. Act as if you are already at the top. Act as if you are already the one they're waiting for. Because the greatest secret is this: you're not waiting for the world to pick you. You are picking yourself. The applause comes after. The money comes after. The recognition comes after. First comes the audacity, the faith, the decision. When you act as if you are the best, something extraordinary happens. You rise, not arrogantly, not foolishly, but with the quiet, unstoppable force of someone who knows they are meant for more. You stop asking for permission. You stop shrinking your light to make others comfortable. You stop explaining yourself to people who have already decided to misunderstand you. The dream inside you is sacred. It is not up for debate. It is not on trial in the court of public opinion. You owe it to yourself and to the world to honor it. Because history is not made by those who waited to be ready. It's made by those who moved while trembling, who spoke while shaking, who believed while doubting. Nobody is better than you, and it's time you start acting like it. You must set your standards higher than your fears. You must raise your energy higher than your excuses. You must make excellence your default mode, not something you turn on when you're in the mood. You cannot live a life of mediocrity expecting a destiny of greatness. You cannot walk like you're defeated and expect to win. Every move you make, every word you speak, every decision you choose must reflect the inner knowing. I am here to dominate my lane. I am here to claim what is mine. And if you fall, good. Fall forward, fall louder, fall faster, because those who fall and rise 1,000 times still leave those behind who never dared to leap once. Think of Edison alone in a workshop, failing again and again and again. And every time he stood back up, every time he struck another match in the dark, he wasn't just inventing the light bulb. He was inventing a mindset. He was proving to the world that the only real failure is quitting. Think of Lincoln, buried under losses, failures, breakdowns, yet every time he rose stronger, steadier, more certain that he was meant to leave a mark. Their lives weren't paved in gold. They were carved out of relentless belief. And you are made of that same material. You are built from the same cosmic dust, the same divine fire, and the day you start acting like it, walking, speaking, deciding like it, is the day your entire life will shift. The dream is waiting for you to stop being humble with your destiny. The world is waiting for you to step into your own greatness, unapologetically, boldly, irreversibly. There will be voices, some outside you, many more inside you, whispering doubt, questioning your right to rise. Ignore them, not because you are stubborn, not because you are blind, but because you know that doubt has never built an empire. Fear has never invented a future. Hesitation has never changed a life. You were not born to cower in the shadow of your own dreams. You were not created to shrink before challenge. You were designed, built to conquer, to stretch the limits of your own possibility. You must become the type of person who stands unshaken when storms hit, the type of person who keeps walking when the road disappears, The type of person who carries themselves like a king or queen even when the crown is still invisible. Act as if you are the best, not because you are pretending, but because you are finally refusing to pretend to be less than you are. Nobody is better than you. The ones who seem ahead, they just decided sooner. They just believed earlier. They just kept walking when others sat down. You can start today. You can start right now. Make your word LAW to yourself. When you speak an intention, make it an unbreakable contract. When you set a goal, treat it as inevitable. Speak it, write it, see it, live it. Do not allow yourself to live life passively, letting the winds of distraction pull you off course. This is your journey, your mountain to climb, your destiny to forge. There will be detours. There will be moments you fall to your knees. There will be nights when the only light you have left is the dim flame of your own belief. That's when you must move anyway. That's when you must stand taller. That's when you must whisper to yourself, I am built for this. I am the best. I was made to win. Because belief is forged in the fire. And you are ready for the fire. You are ready to be tested. You are ready to rise. Every legend you admire started with nothing but a stubborn, burning belief. Steve Jobs, fired from the company he built, came back and changed the world because he never stopped seeing himself as a creator. Oprah Winfrey, rejected, doubted, diminished, rose to power because she refused to accept the world's low opinion of her as her truth. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team, became the greatest because he decided that rejection was fuel, not a finish line. They didn't wait for the world to tell them they were great. They told the world, and then they showed the world. You must do the same. Walk into every room like you are the answer they didn't even know they needed. Speak every idea like it's already a revolution. Work every day like history is watching, because it is. The future is not written in stone. It's carved by the hands of those bold enough to believe they can. Nobody is better than you. And the moment you act like it, the world starts to rearrange itself to reflect it. You have to see it before anyone else does. You have to believe it before the world sends you evidence. You have to bet on yourself so fiercely, so relentlessly, that doubt doesn't even dare to sit at your table. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. The world mirrors back what you project. If you project uncertainty, you'll attract hesitation. If you project weakness, you'll invite disrespect. But if you project power, calm, unshakable, magnetic power, the world will bow to meet you at the level you've chosen to operate from. This is why you must walk as the best, talk as the best, work as the best, long before the trophies, long before the applause, long before the doors swing open. The journey doesn't begin with recognition. The journey begins with decision. The decision to become undeniable. The decision to move like your future depends on it, because it does. The decision to stop asking if you're good enough and start showing the world what happens when belief becomes action. The fire you need is already inside you. It has always been there. But it will not ignite itself. You must strike the match. You must choose to light the sky on fire with your own conviction. Act as if you are the best, because action precedes outcome, because faith precedes fortune. You want to change your life? Change the way you walk into the room. Change the way you speak about your dreams. Change the way you carry yourself when nobody is clapping yet. You have to walk so boldly that the universe can't help but take notice. You have to show such relentless faith in yourself that doubt runs out of breath trying to keep up. And when the results finally come, when the victories stack, when the dream materializes in ways bigger than you imagined, you will know the truth. It was never about the world believing in you. It was always about you believing in yourself first. The greatest battle is not against competitors. It is not against critics. It is not even against the circumstances you were born into. The greatest battle is the one between the version of you that plays small and the version of you that was born to be great. Every day you are either feeding your fears or feeding your future. Every decision you make, to doubt or to move forward, to shrink or to expand, is a vote for the life you are building. And if you want to build something extraordinary, if you want to live a life that outlasts your time here, you must act every single day as if greatness is already yours. You cannot ask the world for permission to shine. You must declare it. You must live as if success is inevitable, because to the ones who truly believe, it is. Persistence is not a trait. It is a decision, renewed daily, especially on the days when quitting would be easier, quieter, more comfortable. But understand this: comfort is the enemy of greatness. The ones who achieve the impossible are the ones who refused to settle when the journey got hard. They pushed when it would have been easier to coast. They spoke louder when fear told them to whisper. They climbed higher when the ground begged them to stay. You must choose the path of resistance because it is the only path that leads to power. The masses are seduced by the easy road. You must be seduced by the vision, the mission, the fire that does not let you sleep. You must be willing to suffer a little today so you can stand where few dare to stand tomorrow. Act as if you are already the best, and you will become the kind of person who earns it, not through entitlement, not through shortcuts, but through the relentless daily grind that forges champions from the inside out. Remember this: the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you expect. An expectation is written in your posture, your habits, your energy, your decisions. Walk into every challenge expecting to win. Show up to every opportunity expecting to dominate. Wake up every morning expecting life to bow to your efforts, not out of arrogance, but out of alignment with the truth. You are not here to live a life of quiet desperation. You are here to lead. You are here to build. You are here to conquer. The world bends for the bold, and your boldness begins the moment you stop asking, "Am I good enough?" and start declaring, "I am ready. I am built for this. I am unstoppable." Because in the end, it's not the smartest who win, not the most talented, not the ones who had the fewest failures. It's the ones who refuse to lower their standard for themselves. It's the ones who bet everything on their belief and backed it up with daily, unrelenting action. It's the ones who walked like champions long before the world ever handed them a title. Nobody is better than you, not because the world says so, not because you've collected trophies, not because someone gave you permission, but because you chose to believe it first. You acted like it daily, and you paid the price that greatness demands. The world will believe in you to the exact degree you believe in yourself. And if you walk like you are already the best, if you speak like success is your native language, if you move with the certainty that nothing can stop you, then nothing will. So rise today with that fire. Rise today with that certainty. Rise today with the inner knowing that you don't need to wait to become great. You only need to act as if you already are. Because the moment you do, the world will start moving out of your way or moving to join you. But either way, you will not be stopped. Nobody is better than you. Act like it and never, ever look back.